Thanks so much for your comment, Pretty Girl Nay. This video is for you and any other simmer that wants to know how to generate a new Sims 4 game file. Before we get into how to generate a new Sims 4 game file, let me tell you about why we're going to do it. So yes, The Sims 4 automatically disables mods with every update, but in my personal opinion, this is not good enough for people who still use mods and CC in just one game file. Because you could be using a save where you used a lot of CC for your sim, or you made a build with a lot of CCs, or the gameplay itself is very modded, and if you go and try to play one of those save files, you're just gonna have nothing that you had to make that save file, and then if you went and saved it, then it's a whole disaster. You would probably just need to start a whole new game in this game file that you do use mods, and then you're still not even playing with the sims or families you wanted to play with to begin with. Then even if you did disable mods and you're still playing in your modded game file, I took off that, this is my modded game file, I took it off, well, semi-modded, that the game itself, in the files of the game, it still saves things related to the mod. A lot of simmers don't know about these safe to delete game files. Mostly they are all catches that your game stores up in the game file, and they stay in your game forever. If you're using the same game file that you used since 2011 and haven't deleted these over time, they are very clogged up. If you took mods out, added mods in, it still saves mod information and CC information even with the mods disabled. So it makes your game a lot slower, loading times slower, and it can cause bugs and glitches. So I read and researched this information through Kenrick's Sims 4 help blog, and it goes over what each of your game files is for and used for, so you can take a look at that for if you wanted more information about it. So this is my semi-modded mod list. It's not too bad. It's very small from what I had before. Like, this was my game file before I retired it to the game file graveyard, where I was heavily modded. This even isn't the most I've done, but as you can see, I had a lot of mods before, and I just retired this game file because, like I mentioned before, the game file starts to save mod information everywhere. So even in your saves, mod information was being saved, and the catches I showed you, the mod information was being saved. I was really diligent about deleting these over time, but I just haven't updated this and I don't use it. So let's get into how to actually set up or generate a new Sims 4 game file. Okay, a few quick disclaimers before we start. So this is only able to be done with PC and Mac. I'm not sure about console, I'm sorry about that. And also a disclaimer, the more files you generate and the more sim file you have in your documents folder, the more space that's going to be taken up. So that is why I use my external hard drive, and I retire game files that I no longer want to use to that, but I want to keep the information still. This is my third external hard drive, and before I was saving like the whole Sims 4 file. But recently I started just saving parts of it, so just like the mods, save files, screenshots, and the tray folders. And then once I generate a new one, I just put these back in there, because saving it the other way with the whole Sims 4 game file was taking up a lot of space on my external hard drives. So first thing I like to do before generating a new Sims 4 game file is repair the game. I'm not going to repair it because I just updated it and it's fine to go. There is a little glitch if you own the Enchanted by Nature pack that I don't know if it's fixed yet. The last time I tried to update or repair my game, it says that the content of the digital content is not owned and you have to exit out for the repair to continue. Okay, you'll have your game file that you've been playing. It's just going to say The Sims 4. And then I'm going to delete this one because I did back it up already. And then to generate a new one, you're just going to rename your Sims 4 file name. So I'm going to say this one was my main one, and we'll just go with that name. And then all you do is hit play. And so then at this point, if you wanted to switch back to your modded one, you would just name this one Vanilla. And then you would erase the part that says main, so it just says Sims 4 again. And then you just play again, and now you're back on your modded one. And so even for people who just play with a vanilla game file, I find it good to do this occasionally because, like I said, these game files save a lot of information. Even if it's not related to mods, it's still saving information, like if you use things from the gallery or whatever. And yeah. Especially, you should be deleting the last exceptions and the thumbnail, local thumbnail, whatever, wherever that is, right here, local thumbnail catch. I try to delete those, at least the last exceptions, every time I go to play, the local thumbnail catch, at least every couple of days or so. So that is how you generate a new Sims 4 game file, and I hope that helps. Sorry this was such a long video, but yeah.